You can't let your fears control you. You have to take chances and do what you think is right. Growing up with Arnold wasn't just entertainment, it was a crash course in empathy, resilience, and seeing the good in people. Did you know that a kids show like Hey Arnold could teach you lessons about life that still resonate today? If you're feeling stuck in life, stay around for Arnold's 8th lesson about never giving up.
You keep the money.
What did you say?
You keep the money?
Oh, Oscar, that's the most beautiful thing you've ever said to me.
Arnold's world is filled with people navigating the complex balance between survival and fulfillment. Among them is Mr. Nguyen, a man whose quiet resilience has inspired Arnold in ways he doesn't fully grasp at first. Mr. Nguyen has spent years driving a taxi, putting aside his own passions to provide for his family. But deep down, his dream of becoming a chef has never faded. When he finally makes the choice to pursue culinary school, it's not without risk. People doubt him, arguing that he's stepping away from financial security, but for Mr. Nguyen, the decision is about more than money. It's about living a life that feels true to his heart. In contrast, Gerald offers a different perspective. Coming from a wealthy family, Gerald's life appears enviable on the surface. But Arnold knows his best friend well enough to see the struggles behind the privilege. Gerald wrestles with the pressure of expectation, the unspoken demand to live up to a legacy built by his father's success. Despite the wealth, there's an emotional void, a disconnect that even Gerald's easy humor can't mask. Arnold watches these two lives unfold and starts to question the cultural obsession with wealth. Is it worth chasing at the cost of passion and genuine connection? These stories mirror a universal truth. Fulfillment comes from purpose, not possessions. While money can provide comfort, it can never replace the deeper satisfaction of doing something meaningful.
Look, Mommy, there's a fat man.
Oh, Johnny, no, don't say that. He's not a fat man. He's a fat boy.
Arnold's encounters with relationships often challenge society's shallow ideals. Take Ruth, for example, a girl whose intelligence and beauty captivate Arnold initially, yet as he spends more time with her, he notices the ways she prioritizes appearances, from her dismissive remarks to her fixation on image. Her charm faded as Arnold realizes there's little depth beneath the surface. Then there's Lila, someone who thrives on admiration but struggles to connect authentically. These experiences aren't unique to Arnold. They reflect a societal pattern where physical beauty is often valued over inner character. In a world filled with edited images and unattainable standards, people are judged by their appearances rather than their kindness or integrity. Arnold begins to understand that true beauty isn't about how someone looks, but about the way they make others feel.
That was wonderful, honey.
You're a stinking genius!
Daddy, who's gonna take me to place?
Few things weigh heavier on a person than the burden of comparison. Arnold sees this in Helga, whose fiery personality masks her pain. At home, she lives in the shadow of her older sister Olga, the perfect child in their parents' eyes. Helga's achievements, though impressive, never seem to measure up, leaving her feeling unseen and undervalued. Sid's struggles, though different, echo the same theme. When he compares his plain, modest room to the vibrant and electric space Arnold calls home, he feels inadequate. These insecurities aren't about the room itself, but about what it represents, a fear of not being enough. In the age of social media, these struggles are all too familiar. Constant exposure to others' curated lives creates a dangerous cycle of comparison. Arnold's insights serve as a reminder that no one's life is perfect, and the real challenge is finding joy in one's own journey. Through these stories, Arnold's ordinary world becomes a mirror for the universal struggles we all face. Finding purpose, embracing authenticity, and valuing ourselves beyond external measures.
Hey, look, it's Frankie, man.
Hiya, Frankie. Hey, we'll do something later.
What? Frankie's here. When are you gonna pay me my rent?
Oh, come on, Miss Roselli. You get it. When have I ever let you down?
As Arnold navigates the complexities of life, he encounters people whose motives are far from pure. Frankie G, a smooth-talking con artist, charms his way into others' trust, only to exploit them for his gain. Arnold, with his innate sense of fairness, is quick to recognize Frankie's manipulative tactics. Frankie represents a hard truth Arnold learns early. Not everyone acts with good intentions, and blind trust can leave you vulnerable. Similarly, there's Doug, Olga's fiancé, who epitomizes superficial charm. To those around him, Doug appears charismatic and caring, but Arnold senses something's off. His suspicions are validated when Doug's selfishness comes to light, showing he values appearance and status over genuine commitment. Arnold's observations of characters like Doug teach him, and by extension us, that trust must be earned, not freely given. These lessons hit close to home for many. We've all encountered people who seem supportive but have hidden agendas. Arnold's experiences remind us to stay cautious while still believing in the possibility of genuine connections. It's about finding a balance, being open without being naive.
Well, Gerald, it's been good knowing you. Try to remember me as I am now, okay? Not as I will be tomorrow. You know, dead.
Oh, come on, Arnold. You're not gonna get killed.
Arnold's world is often peppered with humor that underscores deeper truths, especially when misunderstandings arise from misplaced assumptions. One standout moment is when Harold becomes convinced that a voodoo doll is causing his bad luck. Every stubbed toe or minor mishap is blamed on the doll, until Arnold gently points out the absurdity of the connection. Harold's realization highlights how easy it is to link unrelated events, creating patterns where none exist. Another instance involves the infamous monkey nucleosis scare, where a harmless misunderstanding spirals into panic. Characters jump to conclusions, assuming the worst based on flimsy evidence. These moments of exaggerated causation mirror how people often misinterpret events in real life. Whether it's attributing success to luck or blaming failure on external forces, humans have a tendency to overanalyze. Arnold's role as the voice of reason is a reminder to question assumptions and look deeper. It's not just about finding the real cause of things, it's about avoiding unnecessary anxiety from jumping to conclusions. But the advice of Arnold's first lessons is nothing compared to his next ones.
You wanna come up and eat with us?
No thanks. I've had your grandma's cooking, and I'd rather be chewed to death by rabid weasel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Grandma! Grandpa, I'm home! Hey, Grandpa.
If there's one trait that defines Arnold, it's his unwavering optimism. No matter the challenge, he finds a way to see potential where others see obstacles. This perspective shines when paired with Eugene, the unluckiest boy in town. Eugene's mishaps, tripping over his own feet, spilling drinks, or walking into doors, would leave most people frustrated, but Eugene with his cheerful demeanor takes every stumble in stride. Arnold admires Eugene's resilience, recognizing how his friend's ability to laugh off setbacks transforms misfortune into manageable moments. It's a lesson Arnold carries forward, using positivity as a tool to tackle his own challenges. Optimism, Arnold realizes, isn't about denying the existence of problems, it's about choosing to focus on solutions and believing in better outcomes. In a world where negativity often feels overwhelming, Arnold and Eugene's attitudes offer a refreshing perspective. Optimism doesn't just make a hard time easier to bear, it inspires hope, creating a ripple effect for those around us.
Carry plenty of ammo and eat everything you kill. Hello? It's for you, my savage friend.
Would you take a message?
I'm sorry.
Love, in all its messy glory, is a defining part of Arnold's journey, and nowhere is this more evident than in the tangled web of unrequited feelings surrounding him. Helga's secret love for Arnold is one of the most compelling aspects of her character. She hides her emotions behind a shield of teasing and harsh words, afraid of vulnerability but unable to suppress her deep affection. Her monologues, full of poetic longing, reveal just how complex her feelings are. To Helga, Arnold represents kindness, stability, and hope, qualities she yearns for in her turbulent life. Arnold, however, remains oblivious, caught up in his own romantic experiences. From his brief infatuation with Ruth to his heartbreak over Lila's polite rejection, he learns firsthand how painful it is to care for someone who doesn't feel the same way. These moments aren't just about heartache, they are about growth. Through each experience, Arnold becomes more empathetic, understanding that love isn't always reciprocated but still holds value in teaching patience and self-awareness. Unrequited love resonates universally because it's such a shared human experience. Almost everyone has faced the sting of loving someone who couldn't love them back. What Arnold and Helga's stories show is that these moments, as painful as they can be, are stepping stones toward emotional maturity. They remind us to embrace love in all its forms, even when it doesn't go the way we hope. Persistence is a theme woven deeply into Arnold's world, and it often shines through in the most unexpected places. Take Torvald, for example, a kid who struggles academically and seems destined for failure. With Arnold's encouragement, Torvald manages to pass his test, proving to himself and everyone else that determination can rewrite any narrative. Oskar Kokoschka, often seen as selfish and lazy, surprises everyone when he learns to read. It's a small victory, but for Oskar, it's transformative. It's proof that even the most resistant people can change when they put in the effort. Then there's Grandpa, who returns to school as an adult to earn his high school diploma. His success, though long delayed, is a testament to the idea that it's never too late to chase a goal. These stories remind us that failure isn't the end. They teach us that persistence, paired with adaptability, can lead to success, even if the path is winding. In real life, whether it's learning a new skill, rebuilding a career, or mending a relationship, the willingness to keep trying can make all the difference.
6 minutes and 37 seconds from Helga, who hates you.
In a world quick to make snap judgments, Arnold's experiences with people like Pigeon Man and Jolly Ollie Man offer a powerful counterpoint. Pigeon Man, seen by the neighborhood kids as a reclusive oddball, turns out to be a gentle soul who finds solace in caring for birds. His story highlights the danger of labeling people based on surface impressions. Jolly Ollie Man, on the other hand, seems cheerful at first glance, but reveals a bitterness that stems from his own unhappiness. His cranky behavior is a reminder that what we see on the outside often masks deeper struggles. Then there's Phoebe, a character who's frequently underestimated due to her quiet demeanor. Beneath her reserved exterior lies intelligence, kindness, and remarkable strength, proving that quiet doesn't mean weak. These characters teach Arnold and us the importance of empathy. People are more than what they seem, and taking the time to understand their stories can lead to deeper connections. In real life, how often do we dismiss someone based on first impressions or stereotypes? Arnold's world urges us to pause, look closer, and remember that everyone is fighting battles we might not see.
If only he knew. In the end, Helga's plan was foiled by the real Cecile, who showed up revealing Helga as a fake. But in true Arnold oblivious fashion, he never caught on that the girl he was dating was in fact Helga.
As Arnold's journey comes full circle, the lessons he's learned stand as reminders of life's most enduring truths. Empathy, perseverance, and optimism are not just ideals, but tools for navigating challenges. Arnold's world is anything but perfect. His neighborhood is filled with quirky characters, misunderstandings, and conflicts, yet it's precisely this imperfection that makes his story so meaningful. It reflects the real world, where struggles often coexist with joy, and solutions aren't always straightforward. Empathy, perhaps the most consistent theme in Hey Arnold, serves as the foundation of Arnold's character. He doesn't just sympathize with others, he actively seeks to understand their experiences, whether it's helping Pigeon Man reconnect with his love for the city or giving Sid a safe space to voice his insecurities. Arnold's actions remind us of the transformative power of compassion. Empathy doesn't mean solving everyone's problems, it means acknowledging their feelings and being present. Perseverance shines through in the stories of characters like Grandpa, Torvald, and even Arnold himself. Each of them faces moments of doubt and failure, but they push forward, adapting and growing along the way. This persistence is a quiet yet powerful message. Life rarely unfolds the way we expect, but success often lies in the ability to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. Optimism ties it all together. Arnold's unwavering belief in the goodness of people and the possibility of a better tomorrow gives him the strength to navigate difficulties. It's not that Arnold is naive, he's fully aware of the challenges around him, but instead of being overwhelmed, he chooses to focus on what can be improved. This mindset isn't just inspiring, it's practical. Optimism helps people reframe setbacks, making it easier to find solutions instead of fixating on problems. Hey Arnold mirrors life's challenges in ways that feel deeply personal. Whether it's grappling with rejection, finding the courage to pursue a dream, or learning to see beyond appearances, the show offers lessons that resonate far beyond childhood. It doesn't offer easy answers, but instead equips viewers with the tools to approach life's messiness with a little more grace and resilience. One of the most powerful aspects of Hey Arnold is its willingness to embrace imperfection. It's not just the characters who are flawed, it's the situations they find themselves in, the decisions they make, and the relationships they navigate. This imperfection isn't presented as a problem to be fixed, but as a natural part of life. Watching Arnold and his friends stumble, learn, and grow remind us to extend the same grace to ourselves and others. Take Helga, for example. Her unrequited love for Arnold and the way she masks her feelings with sarcasm and teasing could easily paint her as just another antagonist, but the show dives deeper, revealing the pain and insecurity behind her tough exterior. Helga's story teaches us that people are rarely what they seem at first glance. If we take the time to understand their struggles, we can see the vulnerability that drives their actions. Similarly, Arnold's own setbacks, like his crushes that don't work out, or his moments of doubt when he questions if he's really making a difference, show that even the most optimistic people face challenges. These moments are important because they humanize Arnold. They remind us that optimism doesn't mean being immune to disappointment, it means choosing to move forward despite it. In many ways, the show's lessons feel like advice from a trusted friend. They're not grand proclamations, but small, meaningful truths that make life a little easier to navigate. Whether it's learning to see the good in people, finding the courage to try again after failure, or simply being kind to someone who's having a bad day, Arnold encourages viewers to approach life with an open heart. On a personal note, it's hard not to think about the ways these lessons have played out in real life. Who hasn't struggled with the weight of comparison or felt the sting of rejection? And yet, in those moments, the simple act of kindness, whether it's offered by someone else or extended to yourself, has the power to shift everything. As Arnold returns with his metaphorical elixir, the message is clear. Life is messy, people are complicated, and success doesn't come in neat packages. But with empathy, perseverance, and optimism, it's possible to find meaning in the chaos. It's not just about avoiding the hard parts, but embracing them, knowing they are what makes the journey worthwhile. And that, perhaps, is the greatest lesson of all. Share your favorite lessons from Hey Arnold in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.